expand like my resume, if you get what I mean, like my skills and my abilities for future references. I also want to learn new things. I've got a passion for picking stuff up and like taking it with a stride and
Okay.
doing my best and fulfilling customers' needs.
All right. How familiar are you with like sports cars, like stuff in this field, like specifically JDM or Japanese imports, stuff like that?
I've it's to be honest, my speciality is more like German, like BMWs and stuff. But I do know a little bit about JDM cars. But I'm also willing to learn more and research for you guys if that's needed.
Okay. Okay. What are some like qualities that you think you have that would make a good fit for this role? Like I know you
Uh,
said that you pick up things pretty quickly and stuff like that. What are some other things you might say?
Confidence. I like talking to people. I can talk to people. I'm not very shy. Perseverance. If I'm having a hard time with something, I won't give up with it. I'll just carry on and manage to get through it in any way I can. Motivation. Wake up in the morning, motivated, ready to get on my day and do my stuff I need to do.
All right. What if say we did hire you? What like days? What's your availability? When are you able
So
to be around?
I'll be able to be around in GMT time zone and
Okay,
sometimes
just
quite
just
late
for
at night.
reference, what time is it right now for you?
Currently it's 10 past 11 p.m.
Okay.
So sometimes I'll be in city until quite late. Sometimes I'll be in quite early. You know.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. That means you would just pretty much open, several hours probably before now, then, huh?
Yeah. Or I'll be open. I could open now if like I was needed to, but I'm very flexible. You see, so
Okay.
Can
All right, well,
you hear
that's
me?
good. That's good. That's good to hear.
All right, this will take like all of 5 seconds.
Um,
Um, I already have the NVIDIA thing downloaded, and it's registering
do you have
that it
any
is a
other questions
3070
for him?
Ti. It says reinstall GeForce Game Ready driver.
what I'd like to do is I like to set a goal, and then I'd like to work out the possible ways I can get to that goal and overcome it. And then I'd think which one's the best and the most practical, and then I'd take that one. And if that one doesn't work, I'd have the plan B ready to take on that one. Well, I know there's people out there with better knowledge than me, and they're just trying to teach me at the end of the day. So I'll just take it like on the chin, really, and just learn from it. Yeah, yeah, I can take Noah very well. Yeah, yeah. What does that mean? Sorry.
Um, so like, I'll let you explain it. You probably explain it better than I can. So
I can't say I have, but I can
what
I can work with
do
that.
you understand the
Yeah,
like
yeah,
how that works?
yeah.
Okay. So so if you put in the work and you can get the car sold, then you can pretty much make essentially as much as you would like to.
Yeah, that sounds sweet.
All right. Do you have any other things you might want to ask him? Yeah, you said your name was Michael Wilder.
Yeah, do you want me to flash you my ID real quick?
Um, no, that's okay. But I would like to exchange numbers with you.
Did you get that?
I did. All right, Michael. I got your number. So you're pretty much
I
concluded
need
with
a
this
little
interview.
drink if you want,
Do
like
you
a
need any
bottle of
food or
water or
anything?
something. Or
No,
that's
there
my
you go.
Hello.
favorite. That is.
That's weird. It
Treat like
changed.
me.
It like I
That's my
wasn't
favorite as
supposed to
well.
be muted, but it changed itself.
Once again, I don't think we had proper introductions, but my name is Spencer Ruffman. I'm the owner of Mayday Motors here, and this is my general manager, Michael Pearson.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys.
But yeah, we will discuss, what we've talked about here today, and I'll give you a call or a text and let you know if we're gonna be moving forward with you.
Okay, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man. I appreciate you coming out. But yeah, I will definitely either contact you to either tonight or tomorrow, letting you know further steps or if we're pursuing something else.
Jesus Christ, that was just the most excruciating thing. I was like balancing three things at once.
Yeah, it sounded like you were a little busy.
Yeah, that was. I'm good now though. I'm here.
You sound a little different.
Give me 1 second. Yep, that's why. Is that better?
That is much better.
I have no idea. Yeah, even some of my things were all changed and wonky. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you sound a lot better.
Hey. All right.
So, thoughts on that potential candidate?
Seemed cool. I like the fact that he's on a different time zone. Obviously, that adds a little bit extra work in the sense that since he's on a different time zone, more than likely most of his sales will be at times that you're not in. So delivery process would be different. Definitely would have to be scheduled. Charity, I made the Google Sheets. I'll send them to you at some point soon, probably before the meeting with the lawyers.
Sounds good.
But I like the fact that he's on that because it means that customers can buy cars more than just when we're around.
Yeah. How many people are in the city right now? Do you know?
Let me check real quick. We got 35.
35,000's a little low.
Do you guys just post the just take the links and it puts it in for you, or do you? Oh, you have the link. I got it.
Yeah, you just copy link and then put it in. The only thing about the copy link stuff is depending on the links, it can expire. So you have to always just go grab a new link from it.
There you go. How you doing, Boom Pow Gamer and Sandy Balls? How you doing, Sandy?
Yeah, he seemed like he seems like he'd be pretty eager to learn. So I feel like he'd be a good sales rep for you to kind of mold.
Yeah, definitely. I like somebody who can take constructive criticism because in sales, like the best way to explain it is nobody has ever. I mean, obviously, there's very few strong cases, but nobody's ever fully perfected the art of sales because it's constantly evolving. You know how people bought cars in the 80s and 90s, even just thought about finances in the 80s and 90s is completely different than now. So it's constantly an evolving business. So you need people that are willing to mold and change with times.
Yeah.
And with the economy, obviously, because. Ay. Oh, give me a second.
I know I did have. I was talking to someone last night about them wanting to. He works at Kildare's as well, but he definitely wants to get in on the sales team.
Sweet.
But
how would Kildare's feel about that though?
Like I said, everybody works everywhere in the city.
I know, but usually I feel. I mean, do you have people working at NS and the other mechanic shops too everywhere?
Yeah.
Really, it's kind of odd.
And it's not.
Yeah.
There's no like.
Sandy
no
balls, not
animosity
hairballs.
in there, right? It's just they're working for a paycheck.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. I mean,
the only way, the only like real, the only time that's like really an issue is if it's a business that is like not doesn't hire felons or something. That's like really the only case.
Yeah.
And I'm as far as as I know, I think DOT was the last one that did that, and they are now accepting felons as long as it's not like a violent felony. So.
Yeah. What's it called? What are your thoughts on Alec? I was talking to him. He knows about this place opening, and he was thought it was a cool idea.
I haven't really spoke with the guy that often, to be honest.
From the times that I've hung out with him, he seems like a cool guy. Interesting guy, but he's a cool guy.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think? What kind of position he would be interested in?
Definitely just sales. I mean, I don't know if would what's it called? I mean, service. I mean, no, he doesn't know about the about that location, so probably just sales.
I mean, if you think you could work with him as sales reps, I mean, you're gonna be the one training most of the sales representatives.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
kind of like leaving that to you.
If I mean, it's more the thing with hiring salesmen. It's like one of those things where if they don't have experience doing it, you want to make sure their character is good, but past that, it is what it is. You hire them, and the ones that stick, and the one that don't stick. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how salesmen are. They take like a handful of spaghetti, they throw it at the wall, and the few that stick end up staying.
Exactly.
So he's a guy that I mean you could always, just like with everybody, you bring on, see if they mold well, they get the hang of it, and if they don't, then move on or change positions. Maybe they get into, maybe we can fix vehicles at some point and they work in service or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, hell, if you want to reach out to him, tell me,
Oh yeah, I'll talk to him when he's in the city later.
Well, so that's 2 potential sales representatives.
Yeah, I was expecting a slightly few more people. I was expecting maybe like 5 people at least.
Yeah, I was expecting more people to be in city. So.
Yeah, Friday night you would expect But it is kind of a little bit early on a Friday night.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a little
6,
early.
yeah, because we got those meetings at 8. So, I can't wait to do those meetings. So, which by the way, obviously when we figure out a place for finance managers, right now, I mean, we can like we said, we can look it over, but I just don't see a big enough. I don't see a wide enough thing for them to do to even make enough money to make it a feasible position right now without figuring out how they can make money selling something else. What's it called? But they make money off interest rates. We can always have them make money off interest rates.
Yeah, that's true.
So basically, I made like a mock one of the sheets for the loan section. I already did it. Basically, so most loans in the city are at 10%, but the 10% is based off of the total amount of the vehicle, not the amount financed. So, which I think is stupid. If we're having the loan separate, I would only do it off the amount financed, because that's how it actually works. If you fly out of LS to any other state anywhere, that's how it works. So let's just say the amount financed is like 75,000, because they have to have a minimum of down payment of whatever we decide it is based off risk reward on the vehicle.
Yeah.
And the interest rate is 10%. That's 7,500. Basically, how I would think of it would be the finance manager would get a percentage of that 7,500, and then you would get the other percentage of the 7,500. Obviously, without finance managers, you just get the whole portion of the 7,500. But I'm saying when the finance managers get here, it's another way for them to make money.
Yeah.
Because I don't see, because finance managers make good money, but I don't see them. I can't foresee them making a crap ton of money unless we can figure out a way.
I mean, I plan on doing like bonuses and stuff too. So don't.
I definitely agree with bonuses. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
finance
don't forget
managers,
to, count those as well. Because I will be doing bonuses pretty frequently. As long as the business is making money and stuff's flowing smooth, and everyone that's making it smooth, I want to give them bonuses.
performance-based bonuses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. At some point, once maybe we get settled, I definitely think we should meet see if we can figure anything out with warranties, even if it's just with one of them. It would be a cool idea.
I am going to go downstairs and take a piss real quick.
Hey,
If
you're
you
good.
wanna, can you walk outside and make sure like nobody's like missing
Stuck?
it or anything?
Yeah. Keep clicking the wrong muzzle. Please, Lord, get us some more people here. I still gotta do my weed. Gotta handle my weed. What is? Oh, it's the window over there. Atomic's open. NS is open. Kildare's is not open. This is S.HQ. A little bit confused. I was thinking to myself with Postal 536, because so many people know 536 as the weed processing spot. I just put out on Bleeder. I said interviews are on Eclipse Boulevard at 536, not Lower Postal 536, because that's also on Spanish Avenue.
Gotcha.
536 is one of those weird postal codes. And 547. But I'll keep waiting outside.
I'm gonna go grab our poster car up and put it out front.
All right, sounds good. How is E cross arms a invalid emote? Hmm. Take a picture of it and put it on Bleeder. See all the signs with it and stuff.
Damn, I forgot I had all this in there. Fuck.
What, illegal drugs?
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't want to tweet anything else because we already tweeted.
Tweeted, yeah, like 3 times. This car is pretty sweet though. Can somebody sit in the passenger seat? They're just on that little
Yeah.
half seat. Yeah, I finished that grow yesterday, and so I gotta at some point process that.
Gotcha.
But other than that,
Yeah, we got a damn strip club moving up next to us.
so that's where that is, the Horny Bills.
Yep.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Listen, I don't have a problem with it, but I know damn well they're gonna be blocking the entrance to the garage.
Oh hell yeah, they are.
Someone's gonna 100% be a jackass and just park right there in the fucking thing.
I don't know, I gotta find my postal code for my restaurant. Could I technically put it there in that train?
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine that might actually be cool.
I actually, on second thought, it's kind of like suspended off the ground, so like stilts, so maybe not.
I could always ask.
But yeah, you'd have to ask, but I mean that'd be a really sick spot if you can. But just a heads up, you know, there is a strip club gonna be right here, so.
Yeah, that is true. There's only so many cool fucking spots for restaurants, so
Well,
annoying.
I mean, it's more of the fact that like if they're both open, there's a bunch of people in this one location. You know, headaches will be kind of crazy.
Yeah. Let me think.
I mean, hell, you could open up a tequila la if you really wanted.
Up the street?
Yeah.
Doesn't that already have an interior though?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I'm saying you could use it, for the meantime.
Yeah.
I
know my wife wants it to be in woman terms cutesy.
cutesy.
Yeah. So that's why
The
we're.
train's pretty cutesy.
She might. I think she actually would like that train.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So. Because it's definitely gonna have 3
Hello?
different.
Oh, is it? Alright, I'll swing down there and turn it off. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. I gotta swing down to Atomics real quick. I'll be right back.
I left it on.
Yeah, let's sign on.
Alrighty. Let's see. Yay. Oh, there's a fire. Oh, there. I'm gonna want it around here somewhere. Like 301 maybe. If I was you, I'd pop your hood because it's sticking up a little bit. Yeah. No, I would just leave it open.
Yeah, I don't want
You see that fire over there?
Not the cleanest. What?
You see the fire going on over there? The smoke?
No?
No.
Where at?
You don't see it above in the air.
I see clouds.
I see black smoke. And I saw a bunch of people running earlier.
I might not be able to. Oh, I see it. Yeah, they're still running.
Yeah.
I might not be able to see it from this far.
Oh.
I don't have the best eyes.
I had to get rid of my last pair of eyes for some financial shit, and when I decided to tell myself when I get my next pair of eyes, I'm not gonna settle for anything but the best. So.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And of course, the new shit's coming out in like next month, so.
Gotcha.
That's how it always works.
I think we should start with The Milkman Never Knocks, and then move on to the last blister of Froggy Pierre.
We're about to have someone coming down here.
Sweet.
You've probably talked to this guy down at Kildare's.
Is it the guy who says, I don't know, he says that word a lot. I can't remember what the word is, though. He wears a mask all the time.
He's got like a white ponytail.
I don't know if I met him then. I've only met one guy over there.
Okay.
Can't remember if it was the guy with the white ponytail.
He's wearing like a red flannel.
That's familiar.
Man, that's probably Craig. Craig Blackwood.
He opens the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, he told me he only makes 2% commission.
Yeah, he's like, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's like on the top of their like he was one of their top sellers.
No, I know, he was telling me about that. I just don't understand how you can have your top salesman only making 2% commission. That's just wild to me.
Right on.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, because it's a monopoly. There's just so many people going in there to buy cars constantly over and over and over again. 2% just seems like a good margin for that person or it to be balanced.
Yeah, I mean, but he only told me because they get paid in commission a monthly, right?
Yeah, all the businesses that do commission in the city do monthly.
Yeah, so his would be, and he told me he only makes off the commission 100,000 a month. Which to me, for a month worth of work, if he's opening as much as he told me he does, I'm like, that just like, you'd be almost better off delivering pizzas. Because then he told me his hourly salary. You're calling me.
Yeah, I am calling you. Huh. I just tried to call him and it did not put him at the top of my phone for some reason.
Hey, he does 5 million in revenue. I guess is it 2%? Is it 2% off every car, or is it like? Because
see, here's the thing though. Kildare's they have a different system, right? Because all of their cars, were provided, by the government. So they don't own any of those vehicles.
So it's 2% based off of the vehicle's total worth.
So I'm assuming. I think it's like 2% of each vehicle's worth. But I
see that makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah, I don't know how much of that actually like goes into the business and stuff, or if the business really makes any money apart from just enough to pay the employees. I'm not sure.
I'm sure the owners have to make some sort of money.
Well, yeah, I mean, considering Kildare's daughter lives in basically a fucking mega mansion.
Yeah.
712 mansion.
Oh yeah, I want 713. Who owns that one?
I don't know if anybody owns it, to be honest.
Because that's my favorite. 713.
Oh, wait, somebody definitely owns that one, I think.
Does somebody own 911? 911? The Vineyard?
I believe there's a gang operating out of 911.
Really?
I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's Syndicate.
I thought Syndicate had the La Fruta Blanca on the right side. On 722.
No, unless things have changed.
What's their logo? Isn't it like a big red circle or something?
No, that's the Collective.
So the Collective is 722.
And they just fell apart.
That's who Pluto is with.
I think so.
So I can climb the walls of 722 and explore it? That's what you're telling me?
You might be able to.
That'd be cool.
I mean, I don't know if they still are residing there until shit gets teared down, but I don't know what the fuck's going on there. I mean, if you want a chance getting shot,
I mean, listen. I mean, anytime you explore something abandoned, you always have a chance of getting shot.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I'd want to
They,
live in like 910 or like 909.
I don't know if you know this, but that bar across the way, you can actually go in there.
What, that one? Or are you talking about Tequila La?
No, the one right across from us, the comedy club.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. I've been in there in a few different cities. I know Tequila La you can too, but if I told my wife that we were gonna open up and it looked like Tequila La, she'd be like, no, we're not.
Yeah, that's like really punk rock.
Yeah.
Not very cutesy.
Yeah, exactly. We need the cutesy. Yeah, my bet restaurant is gonna be very. It's gonna be very different. Like the first floor is gonna be a cutesy restaurant, and then the second floor is gonna be a pub. It's gonna look like a bar, and that's not gonna be cutesy. And then the third floor will be whatever's in the third floor. You know what I'm saying? Basement. So, you rob ATMs for the Bitcoin? That's what your side business is, the backbone is?
No.
Really? So you have someone else do it?
I don't rob ATMs at all.
But you're doing something to get the Bitcoin.
It's PDX, not Bitcoin.
Oh.
That's what crypto is. Yeah, crypto is PDX coin.
Then why were people calling it Bitcoin to me? Somebody told me it was 41 Bitcoin.
I don't know. No one even uses that term.
Well, some guy did over at near the bank in Legion Square.
Yeah, anybody that's been in the city for long enough doesn't call it Bitcoin.
Yeah, he must not have been around for very long.
But yeah, it is. It's called PDX, and PDX you can get from racing and shit.
Oh.
I mean, you can also get crypto from from flash drives and shit, from like robbing banks and ATMs and stuff too.
Yeah, that's what I was
told.
told.
Them and get crypto. Yeah. But that's not the only way. You can also do boosts. Boosting can also give you crypto. So there's like 3 main ways to get crypto.
We'll run across the street and look at the trailer real quick while we're waiting. Last train at Los Santos Diner.
Looking at Tuesday, right?
City advertisements. Yep, we're at the upper 536, like across from the comedy club. On Eclipse. Alright, sounds good.
Fucking tired, man. I feel old. Slept too late last night.
Low-key, I'm not looking forward to having that strip club next to us.
I'm not either. It just doesn't sound like, just very odd to have next to each other. I don't know if I met him. I guess when I hear his voice, I'll know.
Yeah.
I remember voices is better than names and anything else.
This guy 100% want.
Shoes.
How's it going, Greg?
Doing all right. How you doing, Spencer?
Doing pretty good, pretty good.
Oh shit! I met you last night there.
Yep.
You were with your
Okay,
buddy Alec, right?
Yep.
I didn't. I haven't. I haven't properly. You haven't probably introduced yourself.
I'm Michael.
What's your name, sir? Your name's Michael.
Yep. Michael Pearson.
Nice to meet you, Michael. Yeah, I'm here to. Yeah, like I was very interested when you heard you guys were opening there, and I would love to take an interview with you guys for a position of a salesman, of course. That's what my plan is. Yeah.
Alright, sounds good. We can
Yeah.
head on in.
Okay.
After you.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Mayday offices.
Thank you.
Sorry, sir.
This is our main office here at Mayday. It's where a lot of work and stuff gets done.
Fair enough. Paperwork and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, this is also our storage location where we store our vehicles that aren't ready for the dealership, essentially. But yeah, have a seat.
Fair enough.
Need any water or anything?
No. I came prepared myself there. I'm all good. Appreciate it though. Anyways, yes, yeah.
So you want?
It's a very roomy place here. You have here.
He
like
did a
that.
great job.
Yeah.
You should see the actual dealership.
When it opens, yeah, I'm definitely hired or not. I'll definitely be there. I'll definitely want to see that.
How long have you been working at Kildare's? Pretty much since you flew in, huh?
Yeah, honestly. 2 weeks going in, I started working there. Yes, 2 weeks
Yeah,
when I flew in there,
I
and
remember
that's
that.
about like 5 to 6 months from now. There, about.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember when I first started seeing you.
Yeah, it was well. You were the one of the first few people that I got my number to. It was first it was Sloth.
Why is my
then it
guy's head
was,
moving so much?
A few other people that I don't see around city anymore, and then it was you. That was when when I met you. Then I met Carl, and then I met Token, and then I started racing there. That was yeah. That was when I was starting racing there. That's when I met you there, for sure. I've never Mr. Michael here. I'm
I'm
I don't know if
fairly
you've been around since-
fairly new.
You're fairly new. I got you.
Quite new.
I see.
So,
Oop, sorry, I dropped something.
so you want to? I guess. I mean, you want to start by telling them about how you wanted to start Mayday, how this all came to be. I guess. And then we can move into the questions.
So essentially, you pretty much know. I've already told you pretty much what Mayday is.
You're gonna be selling Japanese
Yeah,
market
correct,
vehicles there,
correct.
I believe.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So essentially,
So
we're
fucking
gonna
tired.
not necessarily rival, not necessarily directly rival
Killer
Kildare's,
Yeah.
but doing mostly just like sports cars and stuff. We might occasionally get like something that's out of the norm, but for the most part, we're gonna be doing mostly just sports cars and like especially Japanese sports
Focus.
cars.
It won't even focus
Like
on my
gestures
hand.
and penumbra and
Yeah.
such as things like
so-
that there.
Exactly. So the goal
Okay.
is, just
won't even
importing them
focus
over
on
from
my fucking
Japan.
hand.
Other places in Europe, you probably have some ciphers and stuff like that as well. Eventually, but essentially importing them over. They get off the boat, they go to the docks, and then
There we go.
they go from the docks here.
Jesus.
They get worked on and stuff, and they get sent to our showroom. So we basically have three main stops for the vehicles. All the vehicles and stuff we sell, or most of them, will be, tuned up, worked on. Some of them might have engine swaps and stuff like that. So it's a little bit different from Kildare's, but for the most part, it's going to be the same type of business, except we have what, as you know, we're not government backed, so everything that we're doing is completely on us.
Yes.
Like I was talking to you last night about, I'm not going to have a ton of profit from this business.
You did mention that. Yes, I do. I'm aware.
So, like I said, this is more of a passion project style of business. I'm not here for the money. I just want to, get something going, and make sure my employees are paid. Just make sure the business is running good. With that being said, we will be paying. We're going to be paying off of a commission based system. So essentially, if you can sell cars, which I've seen you sell cars at Kildare's, you're pretty convincing. You're pretty well.
Yeah, I'm the highest. Well, currently the highest seller at Kildare's, making about a month of 5. Well, like my record there is 5 million worth of cars in a month there, and then being paid out from that there. But yeah, that's because I also titled another business stuff like that. If I only focused on Kildare, I would say I would make a pretty good amount of cash, like commission wise there.
Well, we haven't completely crunched all the numbers, but from a glance, it seems like most of our numbers, you're going to be making more money than you would be at Kildare's, like a lot more. It just depends on how well you can sell cars, essentially.
Yes.
Yeah. Shit, Craig, I know a ton about you. I'm gonna let him do most of this interview, so he can...
Let's talk Michael here. He doesn't know anything about me, so.
I didn't properly introduce him. He is my general manager. He is the one that I am putting in charge of pretty much, basically my underling. He's gonna be handling the day to day.
So, like just underneath the.
Yeah, he's basically my second hand.
I got you.
But he's also going to be the one in charge of. He has a ton of sales experience. He's going to be in charge of training most of the sales representatives and making sure everything goes smooth until we can get a sales manager to also pitch in and help.
Okay. That's good information to know.
Yeah, it's nice to see you again, Craig. I know we had quite a long conversation yesterday.
Long or not, I enjoy. Okay, let's be honest here. Not like when people coming in, they like, as you said there, they already have like an idea of what they want.
Yeah.
So they don't want to chit chat like you do there.
Yeah.
Which bothers me there because I join a lot of places for the socialization.
Well,
because people go to Kildare's, they'll go stuff like that. I like selling cars, but I also like the socialization part of it there for sure. So people when they want to like contact me and they want to talk to me, I feel like very more comfortable because I get to know these people, and that's what I really enjoyed like you coming in and doing all that stuff.
Of course,
so,
it's
when
important.
You apologize, it kind of like no. I just want to say like don't apologize for that, bro. Like more questions, the better it is for me to grow in information. Better it is for you to understand stuff like that.
You definitely gave me some helpful information considering because we're trying to sculpt something here. And we're in a sense we're not being backed by the government. He's not being backed by the government. This is completely his business. We have to figure things out on our own. So I'm just trying to figure every little nook and cranny out. And I definitely agree with you. Customer interaction is one of the most important things about sales. And me doing this, in my daydreams, but me doing this in other cities as well, I understand what you mean. When people come in to a place like Kildare's, there's no personalization to it. They want this car and they want to be in and out as fast as possible because they're trying to get somewhere else. When you're going to sell a car here at Mayday, it's more personalized because these cars are personalized. Each one of these cars, they almost have their own personality to it. There's not as large of an inventory, so you gotta work with what you got, and you gotta talk to customers, see what they want, and figure it out. So I definitely think that this place will check the box just a little bit more than Kildare's will, because there's definitely gonna be a lot more customer interaction working here. Not that Kildare's is a bad place to work, obviously.
No, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
But what's it called? Yeah, I mean, I guess he knows a lot about you. I don't know much about you. I guess just tell me your story. How'd you end up here?
I end up here. Well, coming into the city there, well, I had no. Let's just say I had no really no really options but to leave where I used to come from. I came from Canada. I came from up from Canada, but from a like a household like that, that had nothing to do with me there, and I had no money and stuff like that. And I just like I had to work a few jobs. I had to work I had to work um, with some bad people for a long time there. That was me and a good friend of mine that I really consider my brother. Then I left that city because my I called my brother there. He wasn't necessarily my blood related brother, but like my best friend there. He betrayed me by like snitching on me to the police and putting me in jail for like forever. And then another guy of mine bust me out, and I escaped that whole area, and I wanted to start new in a whole new city there. So that would be me moving here, trying to, I don't know, like work my way to like like to have my own business and like to be more competent here. So I came here very nervous and very like unsociable, and then I became who I am by socializing, doing a lot of work. I like to work a lot of like very hard and all that stuff.
So
So yeah.
I heard in there that you wanted to come here and open your own business. You still have aspirations to open your own business?
I'm a good ideas man.
Mhm.
Not too many not too many too much networking of like doing that there. The idea is like I have plans on making something in Polito, because there is a big need for something to happen in Polito, because nobody goes up to Polito
I
for
live
any
I
particular
live in
reasons.
Pluto.
Yeah.
So
So you
I
would
know what you mean.
understand.
Yeah.
Like, there's not too many things up there. There's not a hospital, which is also something they're fixing, which is pretty good. But there's not too much reason to go up there, other than living up there.
Where you want
Stuff
to
like
open a restaurant?
Yeah, on the mark, honestly. But the issue is, government would not back me up if it was just a restaurant. So that's what I'm brainstorming, what I can make, like what else I can do this restaurant. Because right now the basis of the restaurant is the idea that of the decor is going to be cabiny. It's going to be like a breakfast kind of
Bed and breakfast.
kind of like bed and breakfast, exactly, like something like that. Like you go up there, it would be like you go inside, it would be like a cabin diner type of like area. I have a location that I'm thinking about, which is the like the lumberjack statue
Yep.
in front of this like building. That's what I
Those
was planning on.
those townhome things? Well, not townhome, the
Exactly.
little motel area.
Yeah, that little motel area, which was something I wanted to add on, was when people fly in there.
3004.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So that was the plan of me doing that, but I wanted to add a little more of an oomph to it, because the government is not really looking necessarily into food businesses, because there's so many in city already, right?
Yep.
So my big thing is trying to find trying to find something like extra would that make it like worth going there. So
Alright.
that's a big thing that I'm still like in the search for. But I have ideas, I have plans, but I just need like a few puzzle pieces to completely fix this puzzle there, and then the funds to do so. But I'm making funds there. I make a good amount of money. I just spend a lot of money to help businesses, and I'm trying to like lay off that a little bit.
Yeah, of course. You got what about your record? Is it clean?
My record currently is not clean. I'm a month clean by now. Yeah.
Trust me, we're not worried. It was really just a question.
No. I'm just
Yeah.
I'm just being honest here. Like,
Good.
I'm not.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What skills do you have that would differentiate you from other candidates? I know that you work at a dealership, but other than the fact that obviously you have some hands-on experience working at a dealership currently, what else?
I'm quick. I'm quick with for me. I love mental math. I'm really good at mental math. That's one thing I enjoy doing. Secondly,
Never heard that before.
if you could consider this a skill, I say I'm a very good manipulator.
I mean, in car sales.
In car
sales, you need to.
In many different things. I'm a very good manipulator when it comes to to many different things. Anything I have a passion for, I can bend and like I could suggest things like that. I have very good manipulating. I'm a good people talker there. I'm very friendly and I'm and very humorous. I have a sense of humor, not like a lot of people I've met in this town there that like are very freaking serious when they talk to people. Like,
Stale.
oh yeah, you know, like a lot of
Yeah.
gang members
Yeah.
I've met in there, so like that they just don't want to talk. But I think I have more of a sense of humor.
Definitely have
So
to. You
which
got to
is-
make the
which
car
is kind
buying
of open.
experience fun.
Exactly. Other than that, I'm I have a good record in like working there. I don't miss when I say I'm a lot. I can make it. I can make it there. When there is something that is scheduled, I will definitely have a good reason not to show up, like any other person there. Like that everyone should there. I would if let's say you had something scheduled, I would tell you. I would make sure and look to see if I am able to join you or not. I wouldn't just throw you under the bus and say, "Oh, sure, maybe," and then just never show up. You know,
Alright.
I would try to give you guaranteed like deadlines for me there. I want, I want you to have expectations for me. For
How
sure.
do you take constructive criticism in training?
Uh, I, well, why I honestly from all the jobs there, I build on if there's criticism, and that's a good thing. That's important for people like to like get better. You can't just hit like if you fall down for all people like criticizing your work, then you're not gonna like you're not gonna build as a person. You're not gonna get better. You need some criticism. Like there's like I think it's important to be like criticized like not for like necessarily everything, but it's important just in
To make you better.
jobs. Yeah, it's just to make you better.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay. What's your goal setting process like?
One thing at a time. I don't like to do too many goals
All right.
because I get like many people. I don't know, like if you're one yourself there, but if you put too many goals all at once, it gets jumbled. And
You'll get
then-
burnt out.
Yeah, exactly. You get burnt out, and then you'll just not end up not going any goals. So one of my idea is for setting goals is one thing at a time, and yeah, like it might be slower, but it's more efficient.
What's your biggest goal?
My biggest goal
Dream.
is my biggest dream. Uh, uh, honestly, from what I've told many businesses, my biggest dream is just for, just people to be like, oh, it's that guy. I know him. Like, like it's just like I want to be known. That's the idea.
All right.
Like to be a name that be people like, oh shoot, it's him.
So
That would be that like as for example like Cyrus, his like he has a history. He knows who like everyone knows who he is. He's our mayor, but before that he was a well-known like biking like person and stuff like that. He was well known around the city. He helped around the city and all that stuff. Everyone knows him, and that's something I would love to like strive towards, something like that there.
all right.
And that's maybe something not as big, but I still want to I want to be known as something like people be like, yeah, this guy. I don't necessarily hate this guy or anything like that. I don't. I just that's what basically the biggest thing there I'd like there is to be like known for a good thing.
So another difference between us and Kildare, obviously pay is going to be different. We believe, based off of our pay structure, that you should be doing slightly better here. We don't know the exact numbers right away. Obviously, by the time start date would happen, let's just say we move forward with hiring you would obviously know. We plan on having what's it called, bonuses too, performance-based bonuses. So that's going to happen. We do not pay hourly; it's hard to keep track of, but our commission is definitely heavily compensated. But the difference between us and Kildare, other than those, is since we're not government backed, we don't get signs. And so what I like to tell people, and how it is everywhere, is you're an entrepreneur as a car salesman. Spencer is the entrepreneur. He's putting all the money into it. He's backing it with his money, and he's making sure it all works. You're the entrepreneur because you have none of the risk. But every single one of those cars are yours. You're the one who has to sell them. And every single car you sell, you make money from. You have to bring people in. You know what I mean? And so I think that you wanting people to know you and you wanting to get out there can help with that too. So I think you're in a good state of mind.
Yeah.
So
That's cool.
I think I'm good, Spencer. If you have anything else,
Did I miss anything vital?
But is that anything violent? I don't know.
No, did I miss anything vital?
no, I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Um,
In a minute.
did you ask them all the basics? You got all your bases covered? You
I believe everything that should be gone over in an interview. Yeah. I don't think that I got anything else.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think you're good to go, Craig.
Oh, that's it. Oh,
Yeah. I
You
have
got
your
any
number
questions for
already,
us?
so-
I was honestly the whole time I've been yeah, I've been thinking there.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, for sure.
You say well from what you say there, you mentioned that like I probably do better than from what killers and pay. Like, well, that I don't know if that's necessarily. I don't know like how. The question is how high is your like your variety currently? Because I heard you mentioning that we don't have too great of a variety at this moment, right? Or am I wrong there? That like
No, he was using that as an example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Like we have pretty much like at least one of every Japanese sports car.
Yeah.
At least one.
Okay. Okay, because yeah, the important thing a lot of people come for is that they have a variety of choosing, and so if
Well,
that's like
so
yeah,
we also do custom orders and stuff. So if
Mhm.
there's a vehicle specifically that they want, they can put in a specific order, and then we can get it within.
cosmetics, motors, engine swaps, anything they want.
Yeah. We
and
take
this wouldn't be this would be okay, and then you can't this wouldn't be government funded. This would be on you.
Yeah, this
on
is
folks
yeah.
I got you. And
Any other questions?
um and like who like you already have like like your managers in every staff. I'm just curious like how is that going for you guys right
So
now?
at the moment, it's just me and the general manager here. That's it. Right. That's when we're hiring a bunch of positions.
Who would be in charge of like make well I don't know how you say you like doing custom jobs like that. Are you making custom models and such as there or like you
No. So it's just like we customize them, to spec. You get what I'm saying? Like it's nothing like that.
okay. I think yeah I'm kind of getting that.
Like
Okay.
later on, if we can get government funding and stuff, I have ideas to bring cars into the city that are going to be exclusive to us. But that's something that
Like
would
something
be
Killer had there exactly with the alien
yeah.
bodies and such as
Yeah,
okay, I
like
see.
so for example, like the Rimus 2, you know what the Rimus 2 is,
I
right?
do know yeah.
So for
Shit.
example, one of those would be something that would be an exclusive for us. You'd only be able to get it through us.
That sounds
That's
that
the
sounds nice.
idea, but that's farther down the road whenever we can get government backing.
That's the hope there for sure there, and then yeah, that's definitely like a dream there, and yeah, like I say for many like places that hire, like I hope yeah honestly I hope for the best for these businesses and stuff like that, and that's why like yeah like I don't know like I don't really know exactly like yeah what you're like necessarily what you're aiming before like aiming towards with the government not helping you with anything like that, but like hopefully it all goes well there for sure. I'd be really hopes there
I mean,
for something like this to happen there.
me personally thinking, I think that it should happen quicker than not, just based off the fact I think that it's going to be a slam hit, smash hit with a lot of people. But I also think that if once we get going and we get things actually all situated, everything good, I think that even if for whatever reason the city decides to take its time, I think we should be able to coast, and everybody still will get paid handsomely.
I gotcha.
All right. Well, if you don't have anything else to ask, you're good to go. I will give you a call and let you know what our decisions is and what the next steps are moving forward.
All right. Yeah, I have nothing else. Appreciate your time, folks. Spencer,
Yeah, I
Mr.
appreciate
Michael.
you coming down.
Yeah, no worries. It's my pleasure. Yep. Yeah, like hope to get a call. If I don't, it's all right. Good.
All right.
Good luck, Chris.
Chris, this is my general. This is my general manager. This is Michael
Oh
Pearson.
shit.
Nice to meet you, Chris.
What's
How's the apple?
yo? Shit, delicious as my hell, man. Appreciate it. Oh man. Oh man. But hey, how you doing, Mr. Michael? My name is Chris Monroe.
Nice to meet you, Chris.
So Chris here is actually here for a security position.
Is that why he's wearing a gun?
I don't know.
I think I saw that yesterday too.
You know what's crazy? He doesn't even have a gun license.
That is crazy.
Yeah, man, it's actually wild, bro. Yeah.
All right.
But I mean, I'm about to have it back before grand opening, so you guys will be in good hands with me.
All right, we can move into the office.
All right, sweet.
But yeah, I was just telling him, and I was like, it can be a liability if he has a firearm on duty. And there's an altercation. Yeah, but he assures me that it should be resolved by the time we open. So
Sure hope so.
Sorry,
but yeah, you're good. Take a second, get comfortable. So big question is, what makes you want to work here at Mayday?
I did do security at VU. I just want to improve my experience on that position of the job and learn a little bit more. As much as it is, I've been
This
just
chair
just
sucks.
doing other things in the city normally. But if anything, I want to enforce and put forth effort into keeping order into the position in the business that you guys want to put your effort in, and I would love to be there when everything flourishes, and if something happens, I'll be there to break everything up. I don't start fights. I don't do any kind of like instigation or anything shit like that. I'm more of a calm and collected type guy, so I would like to if someone's like talking like, oh, why is this car so pricey and all that stuff, I want to be the one who's like, if they're acting rowdy, call me. I'll definitely take care of the situation, calm them down as much as it is.
Okay. So what give me an example of how you would handle difficult customers. Say that one of the sales reps is being pressed by one of the Bala members. How would you handle that situation? How would you de-escalate it, or what would be your way to handle that?
Well, first, if he has a gun, then obviously measures had to be put forth. But I'll definitely call police to help us out, to calm the situation. But if he's got no gun, I would definitely inform the guy, we're just doing business. These guys are doing as much as they can with what they got. But I mean, they can't be too rowdy at a place where it's just got to be calm, collective. Like as much as it is, every rule that Kildare has, you guys are more enforcing that rule too. To hey, we're just doing the job. If you want a car, you can get a car. But you guys got just inform them that you guys got options to help them out, get a vehicle, whatever they want.
So one of the big things that is going to be a rule in the dealership is there's going to Kildare's has it. They don't really enforce it, but no masks are to be had on in the dealership. Okay, so if you see anybody with anybody with a mask on, just for security reasons, ask them politely to take it off. If they refuse, then that can be handled afterwards. But yeah, for the majority of it, we're gonna have security cameras and stuff in, so we can't have a bunch of masked men running around, door checking cars or anything like that.
It's a
Nothing crazy.
very huge security liability.
Definitely, gotcha.
Okay. What times are you available?
Saturday and Sundays I am available all day. Monday through Friday. EST 6 o'clock is when I'm free from my nightmares. Or 6:20 EST, or if you guys are CST, 5:20 CST.
Okay. So do you have a idea of what would be a adequate salary for you? Because most of our sales representatives are going to be getting paid per commission. So you'll probably be paid hourly. Do you have a preference?
If I'm the first security to ever ask for it, I would say when it comes to it, life and death does come in a price. Then there's enforcing the rules and the law to the situation of to being a good good business in the day. No one gets pressed, no one gets hurt, no one gets stabbed or damaged or hurt. Anything cars, no cars getting checked on. Um, but I think by hourly, I would say, or what's the long? What would be y'all's time to open the dealership? Would it be
So
how long would it be?
it would depend on the sales representatives that would be opening. So it just depends on how long they would have. Craig, for example, if we hire him on as a sales rep, he spends a long time sitting down Kildare's. He'd probably open for like 2 to 3 hours. So you'd probably be getting paid that way. Um, but if nobody opens and you're wanting to work, that can be an issue. So we could probably arrange another payment method so it's not just hourly. Um, but if it is hourly, what do you have like an idea of how much you would want to be compensated for your time?
Um, as much as it is, I know there'll be altercations. I know there'll be some people doing some goofy shit, especially outside or inside. Um, if it becomes a problem, I understand. But if it's like if other securities make it like a what's it called situation about it, that I understand it. But if it's gonna be hourly, I want to say 3,000, if that's okay with you.
3,000 hourly. Okay. I was just trying to get in a ballpark of how much you think your time's worth. Um, do you have any questions for us regarding the business or?
Um, how much discount would we get other than the civilians that walk into the building?
So as far as discounts and discounted services and stuff from us, we have yet to crunch the numbers for those, so we'd have to get back to you at another time.
Okay, no problem. I could wait on that. Um, what?
It would really depend though,
I love
because
I love that's his first question.
right now, you were there when I was speaking to Craig last night.
Yeah.
I'm not making a ton of profit from this. So if we do at least for the time being, if we do discounts, don't expect a massive margin of a discount.
Oh, okay. No, I understand. That was just curious because you know how people when they work in and then they got that discount and all this. I was just
Yeah.
wondering. I'm not
Yeah,
too
I
worried
got
about
you.
it. I mean, I got the pizza dough enough for any car you guys got.
Yeah, grinder.
Yes, sir. You could basically call me the dough master. I literally got dough upon days. But no, when it comes to it,
I'm
I'm
taking
not really too
donations, by
much
the way.
boss, boss, boss. No, but I'm not really too big on money when it comes to it. I'm not. I mean, I do every other thing. I do bug stars. I do a good. I when I do the tax bracket, I do. I calculated it. It will take 1 hour and 45 minutes for me to hit my 50,000 tax bracket. I do materials. I collect materials for Katie. She doesn't care how much I collect. She just gives me a fair amount of dough. About my time. Um, but when it comes to it, guys, I'm not really too big on just doing too much or asking for too much or doing so little. I will bust my ass. I will put enough effort into showing what I got and what I provide to y'all's company. Um,
Y'all.
like I said, if 3,000 is too much, I don't mind. You guys can knock it down. If other security guards are talking about, well, why is this so little and all this? Like, I understand. I will inform them that there is, a complication, to the situation that like you said, Craig. You're not. I mean, Spencer, you're not profit out of it, which totally makes sense. I understand that, but I hope that this.
I want to just put this out in the air.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Regardless of if I'm not making profit or not, I'm gonna make sure my employees are paid regardless. So don't ever think that you're not gonna get paid a fair wage. Okay.
Oh no, I'm not. I like I said, for me, I don't give a shit. I really don't give like literally two licks of shit. That's why I say $3,000. I don't care if it's too high or too low. But I do not want to hear the security guards saying anything about, oh, because he's not getting profit out of it. You know, I don't want to hear that shit. I really, if any security guard said that shit, I would come to you or to Michael directly, because that's some shit. Like that's literally some dumb shit that people can be saying like that, because people are so sensitive to having like not enough money when it comes to fucking jobs like these.
Well, I mean, as far as things go, you're the first person to come in and apply for the security position, so
What?
I don't think you'd have to worry
Give me a
about
minute.
that too much. Michael, do you have any other questions for him?
I don't know.
All right. I think that's everything I needed to go over.
Oh shit, Michael, what was that wizardry shit? What the fuck? How'd you get out the chair like that?
I don't know. I just honestly, I
What the
blinked and I
fuck?
was standing up.
He went out behind the chair.
Oh,
What the fuck?
what can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
yes, sir,
I
yeah, I like
think
the-
I think that covers pretty much all our bases and stuff. As long as you don't have any other questions for me, then I think we're okay.
There is, I think, another one. When sales representatives, bleh, I can't speak right. Goddamn. If
Sales
sales
reps?
representatives, yeah, if sales representative, yeah, fuck, I can't speak. Sales reps.
Just say
Shit.
cell rep.
Fuck my
cell
life.
rep.
Sales reps. Sales reps. If you said that this will be their computers right here, or would they have their own little offices too in the dealership?
So there's a sales office in the dealership. They'll essentially just be taking people in there and handling most of the sales stuff there. But the only people that are gonna have their own offices are gonna be management.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because if the sales reps get their own little cubicles as other dealerships do, in head, just could you put like a maple syrup for Craig and shit?
Maple
Yeah,
syrup.
if he
Yeah, please, because like literally just like say, hey, here's your complimentary maple syrup, my boy.
yeah, I'll make sure to put a little maple syrup stash under his desk.
Oh, he's gonna be so mad at me.
Montreal
my
flag.
ass.
All right.
No, yeah, I like it. I like it. Yeah, I appreciate you guys
All right,
giving
give
me
me
y'all's
one
time
second.
and all that good stuff. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, Spencer. Appreciate, like I said, the effort and the help that you give me, and all the time you guys had the time to talk to me. I really hope there's more security, but if you guys don't, I don't mind help working with Southside Security. I'm not really have a problem with people.
Listen, we're also looking for sales reps and stuff too. So if you change your mind and you want to get into another position like like our sales department, then you can definitely do that as well. If you don't have a ton of experience, that's okay. We can train people as well. Just if that's something, if I were you on a security and you want to go into sales rep, I don't mind if you if you wanted to work both. Just
No, yeah,
not at the exact same time. That's something that can be discussed.
no, yeah, I got you. Also, when it comes to info, would the sales rep be notified for new vehicles that would come into the city in your dealership, or would that be everyone or just the sales rep?
Sorry, repeat the question.
So let's say a new car comes into the city and it's in your dealership. Would everyone be notified, or would it just be the sales rep?
What do you mean by that?
Like no, like the cars you're selling right now, right? Let's say you add a new collection to your dealership to be sold. Like you want, yeah. Oh no, I meant like for
They will.
employees,
They will. Aye, aye, aye.
Unless it's like something that's exclusively, going to be kept secret, then I mean that'll stay between management. But for the most part, we're going to be pretty shared of information.
All right then. Appreciate you, Michael. Appreciate you again, Spencer, for you guys giving me y'all's time, giving the the chance to give you guys my info and so much I can give you. I hope I don't lose my gun license again, but let's hope for me to be in good terms with the cops. Well,
Hey,
not
listen,
not
listen.
too good. I'm a racer, bro.
If you lose your gun license again, you're gonna have to operate with nothing but a baseball bat or something.
Bro, I got hands, bro. My hands are weapons.
All right,
I
man.
can fuck them up. I got quick hands.
I'll walk outside with you. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette.
All right, man.
Sidewalk this time.
Shit. All right.
Yeah. I said at least there's not any hookers on the sidewalk this time.
Why was there last time?
Yeah, we have a bad hooker problem out here.
Great. That's awesome. We got 30 more minutes until are the lawyers in?
I can give them a call. She is also city
What?
council. She's also the council too.
Your voice box is a little bit wonky. I want to be in my head for a minute.
Sounds good. about to do last call.
Hey Spencer.
Oh,
How did the hiring go?
it's going pretty well. I've had what 3 or 4 interviews.
Oh sure. Any good people?
Yeah, I had Craig come down.
Oh sure.
It's well. I was hoping I was gonna be more people with it being Friday afternoon and all. But,
No, yeah, I got you.
but you want a job?
What position you hiring for?
We're hiring.
I have
for-
too many jobs.
Riley.
He won't work. He complains he works enough already, even though he barely does anything.
Well, we're looking for sales representatives. Looking for some managers. We're hiring security. Pretty much all the positions right now.
Okay, I got you.
So I don't
What
know
does
if you,
security include?
security includes just
What the fuck do you think
protecting
security includes? Mopping the floor?
Staying. Shut the fuck up.
It's pretty much just making sure that that no one steals our cars off the showroom floor. Pretty much.
Oh yeah, they are not rentals. Oh no, they're not test drives.
Yeah.
They are. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, we're not government
Is the-
funded like Kildare, so everything's
Straight from
got
you.
to be a little bit more secure.
Yeah, gotcha. I had the fucking. I had like, okay, Spencer's not gonna do the resale things, but I might start it and then if I can drop the hiring things like me.
Yeah, it's gonna be our last call for interviews. I'm supposed to be meeting with Natalie this afternoon to possibly write up contracts and stuff regarding financing.
I gotcha.
But yeah,
Do you have
apparent-
any like inventory right now?
Oh yeah, we got like 30-something cars right now.
God damn. You've been saving up somehow.
Yeah, sure have. Yeah, we should be opening pretty soon. Hopefully towards the first of the month, but we'll see how it goes.
I gotcha. This will be a location?
No, this is just the offices.
I gotcha. Or you wanna be Grounded.
We're gonna be kind of close to Kildare's.
I got you.
So,
Like the Bay Area or.
nah, pretty much close to the airport.
Okay, gotcha.
Whenever we go to do our grand opening, we're gonna have a car meet, and like some drag races and stuff right there. So,
Gotcha.
so look forward to that as well.
Yeah.
Probably doing a raffle or something as well too.
Do you want a card?
You said what?
Do you need a car for the raffle?
No, I mean we've got enough, but if you want to, donate a car for the raffle, I'll take it.
I have a fucking. What is it? Vichero XFC or what's it called?
A what?
So give me a second.
Apologize to him. He can't English today.
I'm sorry, I am Sweden.
Listen, he was saying some
Pajero
gibberish on the
ZX.
radio. Oh, the Vaquero?
Yeah, that's
Yeah. It's like a Camaro looking thing.
yeah, exactly. I'm not that into muscle cars, so I don't really need it.
Are you trying to sell it?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, is there anything done to it, or?
Benny's turbo wrap.
I mean, it's a little out of line with what I would normally get because we're trying to focus on just selling like Japanese like JDMs and stuff. So.
Oh yeah, I got you.
That's very much American muscle, but
yeah.
At the same time, my urges made me buy a swapped Yosemite 1500 for no reason. So,
Damn. You pay good money for it.
I got a pretty good deal on it.
Okay, that's good.
But I don't know what I'm really gonna do with it. I mean, it doesn't really fit my showroom floor, so.
I've been
You
literally.
know, yes,
I wasn't
the
talking much,
fucking-
but Jesus.
My Garo. It's like a fucking
It's an American.
sore
car.
thumb in the garage right now. I got Europeans and JDMs and then like fucking America right in there, you know.
You want to see the office?
Yeah, fucking sure. Go ahead.
Sure. I don't mind showing off.
Okay, I got you. Oh damn.
And this is our main offices. It's pretty much where we run the day-to-day of the business and stuff.
I got you.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't think you two have met, but
Nope.
This is my our general manager, Michael Pearson,
Michael Pearson. Okay.
and that's Stefan.
Nice to meet you, Stefan.
Hello. Hello, Michael.
I have a friend named Johan. He'll probably meet.
Johan?
He's a Swedish boy too.
Oh shit.
Well, that's my boy.
That's your boy.
That's my boy. I have a lot of
Gotcha.
them. You'll meet quite a few.
I got you. Yeah, but it's just nice.
Yeah, we got a full kitchen and slash break room.
Oh damn. Yeah. Of course.
The office over there.
Drinking on the
far.
job.
And listen, I don't mind people drinking on the job as long as they get the work done. Okay.
It's,
Yeah, type shit. I got you.
it's like that at every dealership.
Yeah. So this over here is gonna be the finance office. Whenever we have a
Yeah.
finance manager, that's where their office would be.
Gotcha.
These desks are pretty much just for normal sales stuff. Not necessarily anyone in particular's desk.
Yeah.
This is Michael's office. He's still settling in, but
I got you.
um,
Looks nice.
yeah, you seen the lounge out here. The lounge is for clients waiting to be seen.
Yeah.
And then downstairs isn't anything super special. It's just a bathroom down there. But
I got you.
it's a simple little
Where's
office.
your office?
My office is on the dealership site.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, whenever we do the grand opening, you'll get to see it.
I got you.
I'll
Nice
be having-
place.
I'll be having a tour and stuff of the facility whenever. I like it.
And the car from the ads.
Yeah. Gotta have a nice little poster car.
Of course.
I'm fucking tired, man. I slept in too. I didn't get out of bed till like 12. I'll probably be up really late.
Has
Yeah,
anybody
watch
seen...
out for the homeless guy.
There's a homeless guy I gotta watch out for?
Yeah, just check Twitter. Holden something. He said he didn't get any money from Riley, but she gave him 5k, so I gave him 3k. He's just out here hustling.
Yeah, I think he's a little
like him.
scammer.
He's gaming.
Has anyone seen Natalie today?
Natalie's not Natalia. Don't think so.
I'm supposed to meet with her regarding lawyer things.
Isn't she answering the phone?
I'm calling her again, man. Yeah, she's not answering, so I'm assuming she's not in the city, but we were supposed to have meetings at 8, so that's like 15 minutes from now.
That's unprofessional.
Yeah.
Yeah, always. They supported local
Weird.
businesses. And I'll be at the grand opening if I'm not very busy.
Yeah, I'm gonna start taking down these signs.
Who the fuck do you think you are yawning?
Did you get a chance to check out the...
Who do you think you are?
Just locking up the door.
Yeah, no worries. You get a chance to check out the sheets?
No, I haven't looked at them. I'll look at them in a second. I'm gonna park up the car and I'll be right back.
All right. Sorry about that. Sometimes my dog freaks out. Whew. Switch these two. Well, that actually works really good. I might leave that there permanently. Yay.
Alright, so we use spreadsheets. I request access to the first one.
All right, refresh your page on your tablet. You should have access to it. Start with the Mayday Motors one, not the Finance Manager one. Let me know when you're on it. And start with template, the template section. It's not meant to be super pretty. It's just meant to work. So it's pretty simple. It does all the math for us. Just have to fill in a few things. So let me know when you're basically. Can you hear me when you're not?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, you just fill in the vehicle, the customer's name, what's their ID on their licenses, because that doesn't change. What we paid for it. So whatever that is, what we sold it for, it'll calculate the profit. Then it'll calculate the total gross and commission. I'll fill out the template real quick just so you can see. So you fill it in, it just automatically does the total gross and what the commission is. But if you go to the manager sheet, obviously I just did it off what I sent you because we haven't finished. I just wanted to show you a working thing. So basically it shows there's also a fake sale in Michael. That's why it looks like total gross is 35,000. But it cuts it up. So it has your cut in there, the general manager's cut, and the sales manager's cut. And then the delivery sheet's there too. Delivery sheet, obviously that's definitely going to be, you're probably going to use that the most because you had to deliver the cars. It's going to have the car, the customer's name, customer's number, and available time for delivery. That's not going to be like a set time. I'm going to have them do like a wide area. Like they're probably going to ask like, so obviously we can't deliver the car right now. What would be a good day that you would be available and between what times? Because obviously it works around your schedule too. So we have to make sure it's a broad range. Yeah. Obviously just a checkbox to make sure it was delivered, who the sales rep was, and what we sold it for, so you know how much to transfer it for. Pretty simple, pretty easy. So if you go to the finance manager sheet, it's practically the same thing. You still fill in the vehicle, the customer's name, their ID, but where it says financed, you put down how much they finance. This is just to keep track of loans. So that's what the interest is based on. So you put down how much they financed on that car, and then the interest rate. So if you fill in I'll do it real quick. So I just filled in finance 75,000. If the interest rate was 5%, that means that the interest on the 75,000 would be about 3,750 total gross. And then I just did like a base 3/4 sales manager for doing the paperwork, blah, 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 and you get the quarter. Obviously, this is all subject to change. I just wanted to have a product to show you. Again, if you go to the manager's sheet, it'll show the owner's cut and the finance manager's cut. Obviously, on both of these sheets, every time we add somebody to the sheet, I can add them to that so that it'll all be tied together. So it's easy for you to see how much you could flip through each sheet to see how much you're going to pay each sales rep, but then you could also flip to the manager sheet to see how much you're paying the general manager and the sales manager and the finance manager. And then the loan section is just the customer car, what we sold it for, their down payment, how much they're financing, at what interest rate, the length, which I was thinking in weeks, interest profit, and then finance manager. So then we can keep track of loans. I actually have to add one more section where it says paid off. And probably like pay history or something, because that is the section that all finance managers will probably be able to go back to. Obviously, there's only like 300 sections on that one, so obviously it's going to have to get reset every now and then, but they can just, hit their Control F muscle and search somebody's name, see if they've gotten a loan before. So maybe if we give them 12% interest rate the first time, now they can get like an 8. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Okay. So, how positive are you going to be at like training?
People to use this? Oh, easily. Super easy. I've used these. I've used something like this in every city I've been in. And even in my nightmares, daydreams, whatever you want to call them, we use similar stuff. I know the managers use similar stuff.
Okay. I'm just making sure you're confident in being able to teach someone.
Yeah. Else. Obviously each one of them has their own set job. Like obviously a sales consultant doesn't have to learn the finance sheet, unless they became a finance manager.
All right. Yeah, sounds good. I definitely want to see these sheets in action and see
Yeah. Which another question I have for you is are we going to pay commissions weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly? Because there's no hourly pay like Kildare's does. I just want to know. So I usually put it in the sheet.
We would probably do it monthly, just
Monthly?
because monthly would be a lot easier in terms of like me not having to keep track of it every week. If I'm busy that week or something like that. And then
Yeah.
bi-weekly, I feel like it'd be easier to just do it all at the end of the month.
All right. That's gonna be a lot of money. I just hope you know. What's it called? Yeah, I mean,
actually, we'll do it bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly
I
every
can
2
swing-
weeks?
I think we can swing.
Because every time that we do it, every time that you pay it out, we reset the sheet. Like when somebody gets paid, you reset the sheet.
Yeah, we should do that then.
And then what's it called? On the delivery sheet, doesn't always get reset. It's based off of delivery. And then the finance manager loans, those also get reset. But the loan section, like where you fill in the history, only gets reset when it's completely full. Oh.
Hello.
What's going on?
Are you here for
How
an
we
interview?
doing? Yeah,
All right. What's your name, man?
cowboy. How about y'all?
Cowboy. All right. I'm Spencer Ruffman. This is my general manager, Michael Pearson.
Nice to meet you, Cowboy.
Yeah, as well. I don't think I've actually met y'all at all before.
I don't
How long
believe
you been
so.
around?
How long have I been around?
Yeah.
5 years.
How in the world have you two never crossed paths?
I'm not sure. How long have you been here?
4.
Wait, what was your name one more time?
Spencer Ruffman.
Did you used to roll around with anybody?
I was in a crew called Vendetta a while back.
I remember Vendetta. Yeah. I think I've heard the name Spencer before in Vendetta. Because I used to do a lot of work with Vendetta.
Oh wait, you were in Atlas, weren't you?
I am the creator of Atlas.
Okay, yeah, I do remember.
But
that.
I wasn't in Atlas when they did deals with Vendetta.
Yeah, no, because do you remember what was his name, Texas?
Yep, Texas Royal Helmet.
Every single time I would talk to Texas, I would accidentally call him Cowboy because Cowboy and Texas kind of go hand in hand.
I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just had to lay someone out like 3 times like 2 days ago because they were trying to say that they're the real cowboy, and I'm like, dude, you've been here for like less than 4 months. We're not doing this. I've had this name for over 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, man. Are you here to get a job or?
Well, I mean, yeah. I just kind of want to see what y'all are, what your intentions are at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. So, I'll give you a quick rundown.
What are y'all trying to do?
So, our business is Mayday Motors. Okay. A dealership that is specifically Japanese imports, or just like sports, like imported sports cars in general. So things like the Remises, Roxanne, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So kind of a similar setup to what Kildaris has going on. Only difference is we don't have government backing and stuff, so everything is a lot more personalized, I would say. So there's a lot more talking, and it's not hurry up, go there, buy the car, and then leave. It's more of like a dealership experience. Does that make sense?
I feel you. So you're wanting to be more for the people, but on top of that, you're probably gonna have to start off like with like used cars kind of thing.
So I've already been doing this for a bit. It just didn't have a name or anything. I was kind of just handling used cars for a while.
I gotcha.
So yeah, this is kind of where I wanted to go with it. So this is kind of where I'm at. We've already got 2 locations. So this location here is our main offices. We also have a offsite dealership as well. That also has like sales offices and whatnot inside of it as well. But yeah, that's essentially it. We're just trying to become a some type of dealership.
Hell yeah.
We are hiring security. We're hiring sales representatives. We're hiring managers, It just depends on what you're good at and what you think you can do. I can set you up with an interview.
I mean, to be honest, I've probably worked in every business in the city and have a pretty good outlook. Have owned 3 businesses since I've been in the city. Um, but like I'd be looking more for like trying to see about management because I was management for multiple different businesses around the city
I
on
gotcha. I gotcha.
numerous occasions.
Would
Um,
So we're looking for a sales manager, and we're also looking for a finance manager. Right now, we're trying to iron out some stuff regarding the finance managers. So that would be a less urgent hiring, if that makes sense.
no, I get you. I get you. Especially like you said, not having government backing too on top of financing can be a
Yeah,
challenging bits and pieces. So I get that.
yeah. Pretty much our financing. The idea is it's all going to be um, basically contract based. We're going to have lawyers sign off on sheets, and it's going to be kind of a if they don't pay it back, then we have to just take them to court and hope they don't fly out type of situation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the better thing you could do is have them sign a contract that says, you know, if said vehicle is late like 2 or 3 payments or whatever, well, 2 would probably be the maximum, but like let's say late 2 payments, then your contract states that you can retrieve that car.
Oh, we'll definitely be
Yeah,
repoing a lot of people's
that's
cars.
that's the
yeah.
plan. We're gonna be working
Yeah.
with the Department of Transportation for that as well too.
I was about to say
So-
you should probably get with
And if they don't-
SDOT too.
Yeah, and if they don't have the car, that's the other thing we got to work out with the manager, or not the manager. I mean the lawyers is equal value back.
But
So
yeah, that's essentially going to be the finance manager's like ballpark. So if that's
Yeah.
something you're interested in,
hey,
might be able to work into something like that.
cut it out.
I mean, the only other
I'd
position
say-
in management we'd probably be looking for is like something like HR.
Yeah. I mean, to be 100% honest, I mean, I don't mind being in any of them, to be honest, as far as management goes. I think that I have a lot of skills in all those departments to kind of help out. I can really help manage out like what could or should be done about said vehicle or contracts. I have, I used to be a lawyer before, I got felonies. And was able to write up contracts and
Wiggling
shit
your
that,
tail?
were actually
Come here.
professional and actually
Hi.
had a value
here.
to it instead
Over
of
here.
just mumbo jumbo on
Hey.
paper.
Okay,
Yeah,
underneath me.
gotcha.
All right.
Yeah, we're not picky in terms of like the felony department. Everybody's got to make a living in Los Santos, and it's hard to get out there. So,
Right, exactly.
Yeah, we don't have no issues with that. But yeah, if you want, we get you in the office right now and do an interview.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's do it. I ain't got nothing else going on.
You want to take him back to the office? I'm gonna call the lawyer and see if
Yep.
she's in the city yet.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, you can follow him.
All right, you can take a seat. How you doing, cowboy?
Another day, another penny in life of paradise.
Yeah, another penny, that's for sure. Alrighty. Tell me about yourself. I mean, I overheard some of it, but from point A to point B, why'd you fly to Los Santos? Why here? And what took you to get to this point?
Hold up, give me like 2 seconds here.
Yeah, no worries.
There we go. Okay. So, well, gosh dang, you're asking me to go way back. Well, I flew to Los Santos about 5 years ago because I was partaking in another city that eventually got closed down. So I was just looking for a new city to kind of set my foot in.
What city was that?
It used to be called Legends.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
I also flew in here when another city had collapsed as well. So
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
I was curious if it was the same one.
And I didn't want to fly into, like, I had 2 cities that I ran myself, but I ended up closing them down just because obviously
Oh, that's a pain in the ass.
I was the only person that was, running it at the
Yeah.
time. And I also didn't want to just fly into my own city because, well, you know how that goes. Government flies in and you don't get treated like anybody else, and it kind of sucks. So I flew here to kind of get a fresh start and have the real life experience of a new city, new people, new journeys and adventures. It's been going pretty well. I mean, the city's definitely grown since the start. I mean, I was here, I think, probably like 3 days once the gates opened, and I can tell you now, like, none of this was possible back then.
I could only
Um,
imagine.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So basically, that's why I flew here. It's just to get a new start, to see where things would go, and somehow, some way, I've gotten stuck here.
Yeah, listen, we all get stuck here, man.
So this is what I call home. I don't even remember your second question now, but
I mean, I'll just move on to the next one, I guess. You said that you had managing experience in multiple different businesses. What are those businesses, and what did your day-to-day operations look like?
So I used to work at like right now I'm working at the bike shop, and I've helped with sales management. I've helped with mechanical management here and there. I have owned, like I said, I've owned 2 businesses in the city that have gone official. This has probably been like 2 or 3 years ago. And then I also have had management experience with Best Buds whenever I was working for SK, which I still work there, I guess. I just never clock in anymore. But kind of all over, whether I've been with a management role or I've been, assisting in any way I can, just because I like to see businesses grow. And as far as like day-to-day operations, I usually help take care of timesheets. I've taken care of payouts. I've taken care of making sure that the businesses ran fairly. Like, I've had some instances where I've seen people sell something for a lot cheaper than it is, and all that does is hurt you guys on the back end.
Yeah.
I try to put a stop to that. Not because I want to be a dick to nobody, but it's business and it's fair. And if I sell a car that's $40,000 to one person, and I sell that same exact car to someone else for 20,000, not only are y'all losing 20 grand, but other people look at this business as unfair. But that's just an example of what I've seen in the past. You sell 15 joints to somebody and it costs $1,200, but then you sell 15 joints to somebody else and it costs them $300. Not only is that losing profit and losing money, but at the end of the day, that's also, if that gets out, someone's gonna look at it and be, why is he getting this and I'm not getting it? Builds a bad reputation.
What would you describe as a trait that helps you in a role such as being a manager?
Very good communication skills. I'm very assertive of any topics or genres that I need to go over. I'm pretty helpful around. I'm always available, and at the end of the day, like, I get along with anyone and everyone. In my mentality, I don't have favorites. I like him more than her or her more than him. I keep everyone on the same playing ground, so that way it's all fair all the way around. Everyone gets what they deserve through the business itself.
What's your greatest weakness?
Probably just a toxic environment. Honestly, I think that's my greatest weakness is having people that, um, especially like the reason I go for management roles is I've worked in a lot of businesses that had toxic management itself, and it really makes some people, especially myself, just not see the
Less
point
motivated.
of clocking it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like I think environmental really strains on my strength and weakness. If it's a toxic environment, um, you know, and I can't do nothing about it, it's definitely going to lose motivation. And if it's toxic for me, there's no telling how many other people it's toxic for, and lose them motivation.
So, how would you define success?
Well, it depends on what your correlation of success is.
And
Like
well,
success,
obviously, I know what you mean. Success to some is happiness, but I'm talking about in the scope
yeah.
of this business.
I mean, the scope of this business, success to me is treating everyone fairly, knowing that every customer that walks in here and buys a vehicle will walk out, wanting to come back. Success to me is knowing that the employees and the team is happy to work here and motivated and strive to help grow the business, and knowing that they know if they stick around here, there is growth potential, there is opportunities. Um, my like I said, my mentality goes far beyond just money, making money.
So, as a sales manager or finance manager, or wherever I guess you choose you would like to be, and wherever we choose would like to slot you, if we come that far, what would you foresee as a manager your day-to-day operations being like?
Well, let's just let's tone in on sales management. How about that? That's a
All right.
little bit more direct.
Okay.
Um,
You'll be working directly with me.
Okay, so at the end of the day, I would say my job operation that I could foresee happening is knowing that there's gonna be a lot of paperwork.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
yes. It's just how it is. You know, keeping in the loop of prices for cars, knowing what they sell for, what they go for, keeping my team in the loop of, what we need to do when we open, knowing opening procedures, knowing closing procedures to make sure that my team is not only safe with themselves, but safe with any profits that come in, knowing how to lock up shop, keep vehicles safe. Um, Another thing is being able to know when and how to, if someone has disciplinary actions towards them, knowing what is effective and not what is brutal. You know what I mean? I've had some instances where, their disciplinary actions are brutal, and it actually unmotivates some people versus effective and proactive to, not only sideline somebody but motivate them to want to do better anyways.
All right. So, as a sales manager, since we're gonna scope in on this one just to make it a little more simpler. Part of your job would be doing something called TO. Obviously, as a sales manager in a smaller dealership like this, how we are starting, you'll also be on the sales floor selling. You're also going to be partly a finance manager, handling loan paperwork. But another part of your job is being a TO. So a TO is turnover. Basically, let's just say a sales consultant is having trouble closing a deal because a customer wants too much money off the vehicle. Because in a situation, an environment like we're working in, it's not like Kildare's where the vehicle's price is the vehicle's price. These vehicles are all custom. They all have their own identity, their own personality, right? So we do let people, there's always little wiggle room. We always also let sales consultants, if they want to, try to get a little bit more. So part of your job is being a TO if a sales consultant cannot close somebody. So I want to role play with you real quick. I'm going to be a customer and you're going to be the manager TOing for a consultant that can't close the deal. I want $5,000 off the car. The car's priced at $55,000. I want $5,000 off the car. We're into it for what would that be? Let's just say we're into it for 40. It's priced at 55. I want $5,000 off the car. The sales consultant went up to you, said, asking about it. You said no. You told him to go back, and he's not getting anywhere with the customer. Now it's your job to go up to the customer and handle the situation in a way that gets the customer to buy the car, but not give everything up.
Okay, so, well, let me ask you this: as the customer, are you asking for $5,000 off? That's right.
Mm-hmm.
But are we in a terms at this point with this specific car that we cannot budge a cent, or are we in a terms with this car that we can budge a little bit but not $5,000?
So every car, there's always wiggle room in every car, but the name of the game is money. As a manager, you make money off of every sales consultant selling a car. This guy right here who's fronting all this money only makes money if we sell those cars at cost. So yes, technically speaking, every car has wiggle room to it, but no, we would never. And in certain cases, if a car is on the lot for way too long, I'm sure that if we let it go for $5,000 less, it is what it is. But let's just say it's been there for 2 weeks, so it's not like we've had it for an outrageous amount of time. We've already had a few ups on it, so a few people have come in on it, and the guy wants $5,000 off. Yes, it is you as a sales manager. Obviously, all final say goes to Spencer here, but as a sales manager, it's also part of your job to say yes or no to these things, and then it ends up to Spencer at the very end when it comes to delivery. But as a sales manager, it's your job to decide whether you can do that or not. So
okay, see, that's what I needed to know is policy states that they have wiggle room.
Yes.
A little bit, or if it's at the dollar. So with that information, I can go back to, and, let's be honest, we've all been in sales. We all know what sales are. It's wordplay.
Oh, big time.
At the end of the day, I could come up to the customer and tell them, I know, this car is at 55. You're wanting $5,000 off. That's hard for us to do, as far as making a profit. At the end of the day, as much as we want to see you on the road, we also can't continue to sell cars if we can't make something from it to be able to provide for you.
And
I can't come off, $5,000, but maybe,
let's say you'll throw in a few, like a extra copy of
Yeah, I liked that. Yeah, there's always ways around it. It is another part of manager. You never want it to get to the point where you have to be a TO. You want another big part of your job is going to be training. Are you confident enough in your ability to
Yes.
All right.
Yep. I've had a lot of experience training, and a lot of this experience also comes from past experiences, like in my little skull, in my little brain head. And I understand, wanting $5,000 off of profit, but the only reason we try to make a profit is so we can get vehicles just easy. Maybe I can't come off $5,000, but if you want to buy it today, if I can walk you out this door today, I can come down, $800. If they still, say I can't do it at 800, I'll say, look, I can come down $800. This is a nice ride. It's a nice vehicle. It's gonna fly on the road at the end of the day.
Yeah, you can't be afraid to say no.
You like it. You came in. You looked at it. I'm willing to come off $800 at the end of the day. Make sure that you get in this vehicle so you love it. And it just goes from there. You go down a small price, they'll try to probably counter that, and then that's probably when
meet in the middle.
You either meet in the middle or you come up with a different alternative. Hey, I can't meet you that far down, but what I can do is I can come off $400.
You never want to, but you should never be afraid to let a customer walk, because you don't want to. You can't let the car go away for free. So.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly.
Alrighty.
Exactly.
I think I've heard enough. You got any more questions, Spencer? Do you have any questions for us?
Let me think here.
Like how often would you be able to fly in and do your
all afternoons, through the week at least, and then going into weekends. I mean, for about 50% of the time, 60% of the time, I'm basically always available. even if it's you know, if it's emails, like if someone needs a TL through emails, because you know maybe they're in a tight spot and they don't understand how they can word something, you know, they're in front of a computer, they can always email me to help them close a deal out
Yeah.
at any given time. I'm always
That-
available.
Okay, that's ideal.
I'm
Because
sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
yeah, that's pretty ideal. Yeah, as you can see, we're gonna have to run kind of a tight ship in terms of like talking and communication and stuff because there's a lot of moving parts to this business. Um, so just being able to have you at the ready, even if it's you can't fly in, as long as you can respond to those emails and stuff, that'd go a long way.
Yeah, and I mean, I assume getting hired onto this position, you'll both have my personal email. So I mean, an at me or something, and it'll get my attention pretty quickly. I'm usually between a minute to 3 minutes of response time.
Okay, that sounds fine. Yeah, any other questions for us?
Well, I guess the real question is I know you've said you've been doing this for a little bit, but in the great scheme of things, when is your goal to fully open, fully be operational?
The idea is to open around the first, and that's given the assumption that we've hired the adequate amount of staff. So preferably around the first, if not like the first week of the month at least.
Okay. Um, and something else that I'd also put out there is because you're gonna have the most paperwork as the owner. We all know
Yeah.
that. We
Yeah.
get that. As the general manager, you're gonna have a lot of paperwork. As a sales guy, as a sales manager, I'm gonna have a lot of paperwork.
Are you applying for the finance manager or sales manager?
Well, we're more focused on the sales because it's already kind of put together and it's easier to or simplified. It really just depends.
I was just asking if you had if you wanted to prioritize.
Sorry if I intervene real quick. Honestly, if I'm looking at it, I mean, looking at the paperwork from what I see, sales managers and finance managers and owners will have actually pretty even share of paperwork because a sales manager and a general manager, because I'm a general manager, but I'll also be acting as a sales manager. I'll also be acting as a finance manager. As a sales manager, since we're still ironing out finance manager, sales manager is also going to be acting as a finance manager. And then obviously he's going to be acting as a sales manager, finance manager, GM, and everything. But because of the fact that there's so much to go around, you will probably have everybody here will probably have about an equal amount.
Gritty of things, but as it stands now, finance.
I speak with some lawyer stuff.
Yeah.
Like with the broad statement of it, though, job doing, like as far as like their everyday goes.
You want me to answer that, Spencer, and how I view it, or you?
Can you repeat the last part of that? I couldn't hear.
So basically, like in the broad assumption of things, like I know it's not complete yet, but like at the end of the day, like in your own vision, what do you see the day-to-day job of a finance manager doing? You want me
to answer that, or
I
you
know
want
their
that?
job would be financing.
You can explain it better than I can.
Okay, all right. So basically, I mean, I don't know how much experience you might have in your nightmares or daydreams, whatever you want to call them, because I know you said you've had experiences. But basically, how I see a finance manager's job being fit in the future, right now, the reason why it's so hard is because we're still trying to get the foundation built. There's been a very good foundation built once you've seen everything that this man here has done. We're trying to build the rest of it before we start putting up the walls and shit. So how I would see approve the loan, how much money down the customer should be required to put, what their interest rate should be. It's to keep track of their payments. And also, if we can somehow figure out a way to do it, sell warranties. How I see warranty going is like we spend X amount and you get 4 or 5 free repairs, depending on the car, something like that. So they make money on selling warranties. They make money on the loans because you make money on interest rates, right? That's how that works. So you make money on loans, interest rates, and warranties, and probably once we get it fully ironed out, probably a small percentage of car sales.
So the biggest thing that I personally want the finance managers to like handle is when we start doing, stand on their toes, keeping, making sure
Is on time, and that's we're ironing out all the ways to keep track of these things. We're gonna have our own in-house lending for what you think the finances, like their interest rate should be, how much should their down payment be, stuff like that.
Okay. So let me just throw this in the air, just as an idea, okay? The reason I ask that is because, as a finance manager, that really is your job. Your said job is just working finances for vehicles and stuff. But at the same time, that's only if a vehicle becomes, financed, and a lot of people, especially like a dealership like this, are probably, at the start, are not really going to be super deep into financing stuff. As far as it goes, probably. Well, it will save you money at the end of the day, but why is going to be on the floor helping out and stuff like that and doing trainings. But if you're, because at the end of the day, that way that that's one person, it saves you guys money at the end of the day, not having to pay two separate people and keeping up with two.
That is basically how I imagine that role is going to work. At first, sales managers, I will be as well as a general manager, will be taking on the role of a finance manager. But it gets to a point in the future, right, when we iron out the rest of it, that it would be way too much for a sales manager and myself to also have that extra responsibility of keeping track of loan paperwork, credit history, selling warranties, and everything above. And obviously, when let's just say there's we get to the future, right? The finance manager is technically managers in the city and a sales manager is not. A finance manager's job is also to be a sales manager, and vice versa. If a sales manager is in the city and a finance manager is not, it is also the sales manager's job to do the finance. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Very well put.
But let's also put this out there is like, okay, at the end of the day, granted, over time it will be a lot of paperwork. But at the end of the day, if you also hire, someone that is more than capable of keeping stuff organized, as far as files, forms, and documents and all that,
then I mean, yeah, I see where you're coming from, but the thing with that is like, what if for whatever that's a big problem, because then that all that chunk is missing, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, I'm a sales and finance manager, or let's just say sales manager, and it's incorporated. I will still have access to the forms and knowing what is going on as far as documentation goes. And that's where the general manager can step in. I can be like, hey, here's the list for this, here's the list for this, documentation organized and fulfilled. And then all he has to do at this point in time, he no longer has to worry about who, what, when, and where. That's all filled out because it's all organized and into one doc. And all he does is he'll just retrieve the email for that person and the information. So now all he has to do is he's going to be around when I'm gone and can take over from there. That way there's no work on his end and it's still organized and fulfilled. My business, it's not my decision. I just like to throw those, situations out.
Feedback is, we can't improve without, feedback and stuff, and that's pretty useful way of thinking about things.
Yeah,
but that is definitely something that is probably will be talked about at like a later date anyways. We're still trying to figure out things with the finance department and in general. So,
and I can also help there too, because where my experience comes in for working like with Kildare's, with Lux. I mean, I know you remember Lux. Stuff like that. I can help with the finance, lawyers and stuff goes, and contracts go. I have a pretty keen, like, good eye for contracts and writing them up, and knowing what what sentences in contracts actually have a stamp on them versus some, some contracts everyone can get away with because they're not worded correctly or they're not processed
Yeah.
correctly. It just takes one mistake to, mess up a contract. And I would like to say I have a good keen for those ideas. I've gotten a lot of, they stand in court for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I think me and Michael have some things to talk about. But yeah, is there anything else relating to the interview itself that you would have, like questions or anything?
I don't believe so. I think that
Okay,
should be
do
good
you-
enough.
Do you have anything else you want to add to that, Michael?
I don't.
Okay. Can I get your phone number and stuff so I can get in contact with you?
Yeah. Here, I'll walk close so you can both grab it.
Yeah, please do.
There you go.
Complaining loudly doesn't get shit done, Dad. Okay. Yeah, okay, then I'll just won't finish then. You can do the rest of it. Go downstairs and do the rest of it. Oh wait, you can't. So how about you just
All right.
be quiet and wait?
Hey,
Oh my God.
finishing up right now if you want to get one. Here is my number. I'm Spencer Ruffman.
Gotcha.
I will be reaching out to you, and I'll let you know. I'll go ahead and be pretty straightforward with you, but you're a pretty strong candidate. I think we're probably gonna hire you unless there's anything else that comes up that might warrant otherwise.
Hey, look, no worries, man. You guys just keep it straight with me, and I'm straight back. It's pretty,
Yeah.
pretty blunt and simple across the playing field at the end of the day,
Yeah. All right, man.
Alrighty. Well, y'all have a good one. Just let me know.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming by.
Hey, no worries, no worries.
I hope you have a safe rest of your night, man.
I'm gonna try to.
George.
Try to stay out of trouble.
What up, bro?
All right, let's get your ass in the office.
My bad.
Oh, yeah, they just keep coming and coming and
George,
coming.
this is Michael.
I need a
Michael Pearson. Okay, he's our general manager.
Oh,
Nice to meet you, man.
nice to meet you too.
Have a seat. You said you're gonna be you can't third eye it.
We're gonna finish. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, go ahead. Take your time. Get comfortable.
Try that. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
All right. So you said you're wanting to apply for a sales representative position.
Yeah.
Okay. So. All right. So you pretty much know the gist of what the business is and stuff like that.
Not necessarily, no.
Okay. So well, I'm gonna let you lead this, Michael, because I know the guy. So.
Alrighty. Well, I don't. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yo, dude, I like the color red, man. Red's pretty cool, man.
All right. I agree.
Some of my hobbies, I like to drive cars, do a little bit of street racing, ride some banks, here and there, stuff like that. I work at Ennis Tuning. I also work at Atomic Autos as well. So, I try and keep busy, man.
Sweet. All right. How long you been in the city for?
Like 4 years, man.
Wow. Congratulations. Well, I guess how do you define
a success? Well, obviously you gotta sell some cars. That's where it starts at first.
Good answer.
Sell some cars. Try be good with the customers. Treat the customers right. I'm not out here to scam nobody. Nothing like that. Make some fair deals, stuff like that.
And what about this company strikes you as one you want to work for?
Oh, I know Spencer a little bit. We're not super close, but we know each other. He's been around for a little while. I know Spencer's a good guy, and I like cars. I'm really big into cars, so just seems like it'd be a good fit.
All right. Tell me about your strengths.
My strengths. I have good ideas from time to time. Um, I like money. I like to manage money a little bit here and there. I'm good at learning. I'm a pretty good learner. And also like to take pride in my work. I'm very detail oriented.
I'd also like to throw in that this is also the guy that's going to be towing our cars.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's nice to
I
know.
I forgot to mention I own a company. Well, it's not really official or nothing, but Big Jose's Towing. I don't know if you ever seen the ad up.
What happened to the logistics?
Put it aside. Trying something new.
Big Jose.
Big Jose Towing, man.
All right. Well, how do those strengths align with this role?
You got me thinking, man. I'm not too good at thinking. Nah.
How would you handle a rowdy customer? Say that you're on the sales floor, you're trying to sell a car, right? There's a customer is being super difficult. He wants way too much money off the car, and he's just being aggravating, and aggressive almost.
Well, first of all,
Are you thirsty?
I'll try and talk to him.
All right, give me
calm
1
him
second.
down a little bit, man. Try. Maybe he's stressed out. It's a stressful thing buying a new car. You gotta sign all these papers. You gotta talk to this guy. That's just trying to sell you a car. They probably don't think much of you. So yeah, just try and talk with him, man. Just try and get to know the guy a little bit. Show him all the numbers, show him everything. Just be open with the guy.
Okay.
Do you see yourself actively wanting to grow in your role, or are you simply just wanting to be comfortable as a sales consultant?
I'm cool with a sales consultant, man. I can also help out with financing a little bit. Cool with salesman and a little bit of financial stuff.
And just so I have an idea, what position do you hold over at NS Tuning?
I'm a supervisor. Recently just got promoted to supervisor.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
What are your available?
Frequently, man. Pretty frequently. I'm around, almost every day, if not every day. So.
Alrighty. And how do you take constructive criticism?
I take it well, man. I'm always open to, hear other people's opinions and thoughts. It's always good to get feedback from other people, man. Get like another set of eyes on it, because you can't always see, Everybody has their blinders up, man. So I think it's good to take it training other people.
Do you like being trained?
Oh, yeah, I like being trained, I'm always down to learn.
All right. I think I'm good on questions.
I do. Fuck, I just forgot. I know you handle most of like the shit for atomics, but it's all through like Discord or emotes.
Oh, I'll be real, bro. I do everything by hand.
Yeah, so you don't have much experience with like spreadsheets and stuff.
Nah, I do everything by hand and calculator.
So we're gonna be like handling a lot of our sales and stuff through spreadsheets, just because it's easier to look at a spreadsheet and see like makes it a lot like just more streamlined. But it's not too complicated. Like it's not too over the top or anything like that.
Yeah, you fill in the customer's name, the car, how we sold it for, and it does the rest of it for you.
I bet. Yeah, no, that seems pretty straightforward. Shouldn't be too hard to learn.
Yeah, that's pretty much all the questions I got.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions?
That's about it. Other than towing stuff, when it comes time to when it gets to that point, we can.
Yeah, that like I said, that'll still be separate from from this, but yeah, you'll still get paid, I think.
Oh yeah. I thought you were talking to him. Yeah, 2,000 per car, and we can always work with that.
We should probably do like 1,500.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean whatever works for me, man. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I think I'd be more comfortable with 1,500. I meant to text you that and I forgot about it.
Oh no, yeah, that's cool with me.
But yeah, I have your number and shit, so I will
Yeah.
text you in like probably tomorrow or something, and let you know what the next steps are moving forward.
All right, bet. All right, bet.
know,
Thank you
come
guys
here.
so much.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming.
Appreciate
Thank
your
you.
time and opportunity. Yes, sir.
course.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, this is like our second location. Essentially, it's our offices. Our dealership is at a different location, but
Okay.
whenever you tow the car,
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, you're good. Whenever you tow the car,
Are you thirsty? Are you thirsty? Are you thirsty? Are you thirsty, baby? Are you thirsty, baby?
Hell yeah. Sounds good. I'm gonna go do some crew.
I don't know what's going on with the lawyer thing, but I do have to dip a little bit early. I probably got like 15 minutes till I gotta fly out.
All right, you can. Did I guess we're not gonna.
We should just Sunday, Monday. I mean, any other day works other than tomorrow night, basically. But I did want to discuss with you about Cowboy.
Okay, what do you want to talk about, Cowboy?
Because he stuck out the most in a good way.
Yeah.
Let's head back to the
I
office.
mean-
It just or stand down here. It's a little bit weird talking on the stairs. Well, I mean, I do agree that finance is probably going to end up falling onto managers for the most part, but I don't foresee it should ever sit just on the
yeah.
shoulders of one person.
Yeah, 100%.
So-
I mean, if we do what he's talking about, I feel like it's something that would be
Me or you is
What do
how
you
I
mean?
would see it. If we're gonna do where it's gonna be one person just doing like overseeing financing, making sure payments are done, I would want it. I'd be more driven in terms of motivation towards getting this done. I'm the general manager. I gotta make sure everything's running smooth. When it's a sales manager, yeah, he is. There's responsibility to it. But when he said like I go on hiatus, I still have access to it. But if you're on a hiatus, usually there's a reason. Are you sure you want to be spending your time doing that? You know, so it's like even if you have access.
I did like his feedback. Though,
Super. I do.
100%.
I love feedback. It's definitely something I always like hearing.
Yeah.
But he seems like he knows what he's talking about. He seems like he has a good head on his shoulders. I just think a guy like that would be better to bring on sooner than later because because obviously we were going to want to coordinate when we decide to all with the rest of them. We got
So what do you think about some of the other candidates?
obviously like Craig. I think Craig would do
absolutely.
very good. That one was pretty.
Michael.
I liked Michael too. The security guy I liked as well. And figure it out from there. You got to see because you could always put on a persona when you're. If I had to do it in order, it'd probably be Craig, and then probably a close tie between Michael and the who's the guy we just met with? I have a brain fart here. George. Greg, and then Michael and George probably are on the same field. Craig's definitely number one, and then I mean the security guy he's applying for security, so I'm down for whatever. That's up to you.
Yeah,
it's your asset, so.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like them all. I'll be honest. I think we should just hire them all.
That's what I'm thinking.
You'll have to schedule with them and figure out when you would want to train. What I'm thinking is we whenever we do the training, we just do some mock trainings.
Yeah, some role playing with the customers as
then,
if like
exactly.
yeah.
And then I can also see how the spreadsheets and stuff works because I need to see how they're
work firsthand. Yep.
Yeah.
So that would be 3 consultants, 1 manager, and 1 security. Yeah, I really liked them all. I definitely think Cowboy stuck out the most in terms of. So.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah. Well, I will work on getting messages out to each of them.
Alrighty. Yep.
And then I'll get them into the email chain and all the goodies sorted out.
and then we'll figure out training probably sometime next week or so. Probably end of the week. We'll probably try to figure something out for next weekend.
Sounds good.
And then we'll go from there.
Oh, what did that's a money thing. What did you think about Chris's
3K an hour?
3,000?
What our gross margins are going to look like. You know, if it's one of those things where it's like we could start him off at 3K, and I mean,
I'll be honest, I was expecting him to say like, I don't know,
10?
No, I was expecting him to say like 1,000.
1,000?
Something, yeah, and he said 3.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I don't mind like, you know, paying a decent amount, but like at the same time, I don't think I could pay that, and you know, 'cause I'm already not making that much profit.
Exactly. The $20,000 margins are pretty thin.
So I mean, if you have any other ideas other than just giving him an hourly pay, I'd love to hear it.
That is something I have to think on, but just off the top of my head, we could always make his job commission too. It would just be a smaller percentage. Like, hey, you stick around, blah, blah, blah. I mean, or we could do a weekly pay. Like, he just gets paid like he has to hit a certain quota amount of hours, and then he gets
a flat rate.
Flat rate, yeah. So it's like you hit 20 hours and you get, or whatever, I don't know what hour, like 10 hours, you get, I don't know, 10 grand, 15 grand, 20 grand, whatever. And that would make it easier for us to see data. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like if he decides he wants to or he decides he wants to do security on a day when it's just one sales consultant, there's not much money being made because there's no cars being delivered because you're not around. What's little? So I mean, 1,000 probably would be. I mean, especially if he doesn't have a gun license. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that can just. I'm pretty sure it's not legal right now for people to have them, but I'm pretty sure I could probably get him access to a taser or something.
Yeah. I mean, we could also always just maybe ask him if he would like to be a sales consultant / security, and he gets a security bonus. So he can sell cars.
I mean, that's what I was speaking.
Yeah. So like we get him in as a sales consultant, so he makes commission, and then at the end of each week we give him like a $5,000 bonus because he does security as well, or $10,000 bonus because he does security as well, something like that. I don't know what the number would look like, but something like that. Or maybe the security bonus is based off his performance.
I don't hate that idea either.
Yeah. Let's just say he sells like, 30 cars. He gets a $10,000 security bonus because he protected more assets that week or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that would probably be the best bet.
Yeah, I will speak to him personally about that. But
yeah, because 3,000 is a bit stiff, especially since if our margins are only $20,000 on each car, which isn't a bad margin. Like that's from what I understand, that's a pretty decent margin. 20 grand on each car. I think that if we stick even with the margins now, you'll probably be you should be profiting good amounts of money after some time. After stuff starts spinning, cars are in and out, in and out, in and out.
Yeah, it's just
it's the beginning.
It's gonna be depending.
Yeah. So.
Also, I keep buying cars, so that's a problem.
We should hire a
All right. How do you like the truck?
Oh, I fucking love the truck. I've been driving around. I did use it to grow weed yesterday. I won't lie. So
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's parked down here. I'm probably. So if I park it down there and leave it there, and it goes to Tsunami, where would it be? Last place I parked it?
No, to go to Impound.
Impound. Okay.
You can just park it here. You can just pull it in the garage park here. Come inside. Yeah, I never. Here's that truck I bought.
I know this thing hurts. Can you not hear it in the inside?
No, you can't hear vehicles inside.
All right, let me get in. I want to hear it. Ribbit. It sounds so wrong. Why it whines though?
Yeah, it does whine. It sounds more like a fucking Hellcat engine than anything.
Yeah, it does. Do they not have LS motors? Just coyotes?
They don't have LS.
So but how does the LS sound?
This bitch is loud too.
Yeah.
I I think I've only had fucking pilots, to be honest.
It does sound good. Productive.
Yeah, really productive.
Anyways, right?
Yeah, we can. It just wouldn't fit on the sales floor.
Yeah, true. That's really cool, though. Alrighty. You have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
We change the laundry over and pop some waffles in the toaster, and then.
Oh, you gotta fix your mic, babe.
Oh, it's probably my. I don't know why this happened.